Hey beautiful people, this is V with PharaohsTarot, and I'm here with your Singles Friday I'm in Love reading. Okay, if you are couples, this reading is not for you, but we do have a couples reading, so tap in to the couples reading on our channel. All right, so for singles, I'm tapping into your energy and your highest evolved soulmate's energy. All right, the cards are pulled, meditation's done, let's dive in. So you are, of course, Nine of Pentacles, singles. And not to say of course, because Nine of Pentacles is single and satisfied. So you are content with yourself. You just wanted a partner. You wanted to partner, and they're showing me this tomato on the vine here. So you're wanting to part with somebody that matches your heart, because like when you slice up the tomato, it sort of represents like the chambers of your heart. Certain fruits and vegetables, when the way they appear and how they represent, they embody the organs of our human body. That just shows us as within, so without. And so tomatoes like represent like the chambers in your heart. And so you're wanting to embody somebody that has those same qualities, and who's not only like stable, of course, in their being, but you know, I'm really getting that you want somebody who's who can understand your experience, because they've gone through something similar. Boots. I don't know, maybe boots. Maybe you like to wear boots or something like that. I don't know. Someone who's stable, who walks on solid ground, you know what I mean? Who's been through it. Okay, yeah. Boom. Like, you know what I mean? So like when you wear boots, it sort of like shields you from the mud and things of that nature. It's like you know what to watch out for now. You know where you've been and you've learned those lessons. So your antenna is on 10 right now. And so with this King of Swords in the cross position, maybe you feel that being too specific or speaking too direct to your needs and what you want will limit your choices. And honestly, that's kind of a good thing. Not even kind of, that is a good thing. You know what I mean? Like why do you want a wide funnel? The divine is saying you went through these lessons so that you can be precise. The King of Swords is very intelligent. They make emotionally balanced decisions. And it's still from the heart. But they're just very clear and concise. They're very direct with what they want. And so you're learning to be that way and not feeling guilty about it. And so you're coming up out of the Emperor with the Ace of Wands. Yeah. You discover your new passion for life was initiated by the transformation of yourself. You have like really been through the fire. Like to become an Emperor, male or female, this is masculine energy. So perhaps in the past, or like right now, you're still kind of in this energy of going for what you want. Maybe you're on dating sites, maybe you're on the dating scene, maybe you're actively moving through. And that's what the divine is saying, this King of Swords. Remember, the Emperor is a combination of all the kings. So swords, wands, cups, and pentacles. And so they're wanting you to be in the dating scene, to bring more of this swords energy, to bring more of this, you know, you're very intelligent. Bring your intellect, bring your wit, bring your charm. Charm is more fire, but I mean, just like bring your intelligence with you. You know what I mean? Like just, I know your heart is open, but bring your intelligence, bring your common sense with you to the dating scene. Yeah, but you're in this energy, and maybe you feel like the pickings are slim and you're not meeting a lot of other emperors or empresses. But that's why this is so important. You don't need like 2 and 3 dates to know if you want to move forward with somebody. You kind of know out the gate if this is gonna potentially go somewhere. So you know, time is everything. Time is the one resource we cannot create more of, like physically man-made. So just be mindful of that and know that your time is, be reminded that your time is valuable. 2 major arcana here, the Star and the Strength card. You've gone through a lot of healing. You've learned to embrace the new you, and now it's time for a new arrival. Like with this new transformation of yourself, this is a new level, so that some things are going to be new. There's going to be some encounters that you're not familiar with, and that's the point. But that's the reason why you've gone through so much, and you're training, so to speak, so that you can bring that knowledge with you. You can still be just as free as a child, because just like the Star and the Sun card, right? Both the Sun and the Strength card are Leo energy, but this is the Strength. But the Sun card always reminds me of like the inner child That's what it represents. And then the star is, to me, it's like the adult that has embraced that inner child and that is naked and wild and free, but still has the lessons of adulthood. You want to keep that childlike innocence, but that adult mentality and those boundaries and the lessons and the wisdom that you've learned. You know what I mean? It doesn't mean that you completely just become childish again. No, you just become free. You just become free. And the divine is helping you keep that energy. Maybe you're meeting a lot of, people that just aren't on your level. Maybe they're bombing out. And you're just like, so just keep the faith. You're not the only one that has gone through trials and tribulations. There are others who are on this scene that are looking for you, and just like you're looking for them. But I'm getting your person is here too. They're going through their own situation. So we'll get to that in a moment. But you're going to move into the Page of Swords energy, right? So you're looking at what you want. You know what I mean? You have an idea of who you want. You may even be realizing the misconceptions you have about love. Maybe you have a fairy tale idea, or maybe the things that you thought you wanted at a different point in your life are not what you want now. So it's just those energies, like you see the cloud, like it's cutting through the clouds, cutting through the fog. It's like, I keep going for this same type of person, but that's not really what I want. You know what I mean? That doesn't work out. So you're making adjustments. It's like you're being realistic. Regardless of how ideally what would be good for you, you're not doing that. Maybe a particular sign is your favorite, but every time you date this particular sign, not to generalize, but certain traits of this sign, they're not toxic. That's just who they are. And you're like, that's not really for me. You know what I mean? Or, I don't know, that was really specific for somebody. But it's just along those lines. It's like you just being real with yourself. And so we have the Moon, the Knight of Swords, Three of Cups, and the Six of Cups. So perhaps you're realizing that emotional stability means more than just physical compatibility and like desire, right? Because the Moon card, there are two figures here on this Moon, and one is a wolf and one is a dog. So a dog is like a more domesticated version of a wolf, right? So it's like the more tame version as opposed to that more like feral version that we all have, that animalistic side, that primal side. And so maybe that's what you go for. Like the person that you go for is the one that gives you that little, not like a spark in terms of interest, but like that lust spark, or that like, oh my gosh, like I can't wait to see them again, or I really miss them. Is that like it's that energy that you are realizing that's attracting you to toxicity. And so, and third parties, and maybe what's attracting you to people from your past. And why you think about people from your past, because they give you that that longing, that desire, that primal desire. And not to say that's a bad thing, but when that's all there is, it's not a firm foundation. And so you're learning that. And so boom, Ace of Pentacles. This is how you will interact with this person when you're both grounded, when you both have everything settled. So whether it's your mental that needs to be settled, your passions that need to be tamed, your coins. You're in the Nine of Pentacles right here. So the divine is just saying, keep that same energy and stack up, because it's not quite, and it's not to shame you, but it's not quite the Queen of Pentacles. And some people don't want that, but I feel like if you have the Emperor here, the Emperor needs an Empress. So male or female, you got to have a Queen of Pentacles in your pocket. You know what I mean? To even get to make up an Empress. So I'm gonna move into your partner's energy here. Excuse me, my throat is like kind of dry. Okay, pardon me. So we have the Wheel of Fortune with the Three of Swords. So it fell over. So in this deck, it's another person, it's another figure, but in the traditional deck, there's like the devil energy there. So this person's luck is changing, the timing of this person's life is changing, this heartache and whatever toxic energy is falling away from your person, right? It's a past heartbreak, it's a past mentality that was facilitated by this heartbreak. So they have a view of the world that is not completely healthy right now. They don't really trust people that much. And they want to love, but they don't trust it. And so the divine cannot bring y'all both together while this person is in this energy. And honestly, while you're still deciding what it is that you want, quite frankly. And so we have the King of Wands in reverse with the Tower, the Five of Wands, and the Magician. So there's this, so this person has really been through it, right? They've been trying to change their lives. King of Wands in reverse is it's like a misuse of power. It's a misuse of energy. And so perhaps this person really got by on their looks and charisma, and that's what does aesthetic. The same things, the toxic things that you were attracted to, this person emulated. That's how y'all marry each other, because you're no longer attracted to that, and this person is no longer becoming that, because you see that that is not what builds stability, and this person also realizes that too. So they're manifesting indifferent, but it's also causing some sort of internal conflict and external conflict. Maybe this person changing is not good for the people around them. You know what I mean? They're used to just being able to just tantalize this person, and then they come on in. Or if this person had like ex-partners they were into, they're having to tell them no. And even internally, this person is like fighting those like lustful spirits here internally, and saying no when they really want to engage with someone. But they want different. We have the Seven of Swords with the Justice, with the Devil card. Yeah, they're learning that balance means bringing strategy. And this Justice with the Devil card, they're balancing out being manipulative. And there's some sort of toxic energy. They have a toxic tie. They have a past lover. They have some sort of lover that's not trying to let them go. And they're trying to let them go, but this person does not want to let your person go. And not that they're even still in a relationship. I don't see them being in a relationship right now. With this Two of Swords here, I feel like this person has them in like an emotional, it's like an emotional, I don't want to say stronghold, because it's not as serious, even though the Devil came out, but Justice is right here. So the Divine is right here. Like, it's not that. It's just, maybe this person has like a child, or like they have a partnership with this other person they're in a relationship with. There's something that's tying them tangibly to this other relationship, is why they can't let loose completely. And maybe they can't let loose completely at all. If they have a child, they're forever going to be the parent of this child. So that's something that you will have to be okay with or not. And if they have a business with this person, that's something that they may not want to destroy the business, but they're going to have to like figure out something. It's just something like that. It's something very tangible that this person has with this other person that has like some sort of like energy over them. But they're wanting reciprocity. Like, they're wanting equal give and take. So we have the Ace of Pentacles with the Seven of Pentacles. No, that's your Ace of Pentacles. Pardon me. Sorry, I picked up the wrong card. This is their Seven of Pentacles with the Page of Wands. And it fell over the Two of Pentacles. So they're trying to weigh up starting out this new start. Yeah, you see the Five of Pentacles over there in the corner? They're like, man, if I leave this situation, it's really going to hurt my pockets. Be it, if this person has a child, like, oh, my partner's going to put me on child support, male or female. It's not that they don't want to be there for their child, but they understand like this is going to be a huge hit to their financial stability. And if they have a business and they break up and their partner doesn't want the business anymore, that's going to be a stream of income that's taken away from them. Or something like that. It's like there's something that's happening, but they want to move forward. And so, yeah, it's just more of the same. Two of Pentacles, Five of Pentacles, Four of Swords, yeah. And like the Two and the Five, once again, it's a money situation with them. You know, that's not all what they're about, but their stability is very important. Maybe your person has Capricorn placements and they're just very business oriented. It doesn't mean they don't have emotional maturity. They just You know, like that's a part of them. That's who they are. And so like this romantic interest is really calling into question a lot of things that they want to change anyway. Yeah, I think both of y'all have to walk away from looking in the past with this Five of Cups and the Eight of Cups. It's a decision that needs to be made. You can't have both. And I feel like between both of y'all, it's something that y'all don't want to let go of, but you want the ideal partner, but it's something you don't want to let go of. You don't want to let go of the idea of a certain person, but that person doesn't work for you. But you keep holding on to this idea, and they don't want to let go of their coins, but they don't want to keep staying in this situation. So it's like, what is it going to be? 10 of Pentacles, 9 of Cups is on the other side of this. 9 of Pentacles is on the other side of this. 10% of 4 of Wands, yeah. The Divine is urging you to be patient and to take your time, but at the same time, patience is active movement. It is building. With the 4 of Wands, you build a solid home by taking action. And so you have the Beloved for the Shaman Oracle card. So you are learning to embrace yourself. You're really showing your self-love. So that you won't, I'm here so that you won't be codependent. Maybe that's something that you struggled with in the past because of childhood wounds and upbringing. Being just codependent and wanting to be needed instead of wanting to love yourself and then have a whole 100% partner that loves themselves and then come together to be a unit. You know what I mean? Like people say about 50-50, it's like 100-100, and you come together not based off of material needs or needing resources or needing emotional support. You want companionship, right? And so the Divine is helping you to love yourself so that when you come, whatever you come as a whole person, emotionally, mentally, physically, all together. And so that's what you're working on right now. This is a beautiful card. It's gorgeous. It's one of my favorite cards in this deck. And then we have Thunder for your person. Okay, so you see Bison, so maybe it's a lot of earth energy for your person. Maybe they're earth sign. Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. I'm really getting heavy Capricorn, heavy Taurian. And we're also in Taurus season. So this could be happening right around now. High key. And so we have the Thunder. And so the Thunder is a recommendation for your person to go with the movement of their desires instead of trying to control everything. You cannot control a herd of raging bison, raging bulls. You either go with it or get ran over. And it's also this energy of this gives me Tower vibes from here, because once something starts you can't stop it, and it's 2 moons, so there's something magical about this person. This person is more intuitive than they let on. You know what I mean? They aren't able to express that in a business sense because there's so many pentacles here. They aren't able to dive deep with a lot of people, so they aren't accustomed to it. So there may be something that shocks them about you, that they can really go that deep. And 5 and 6 is 11. I don't know if you can see that in the corner. 5 and 6 in the corner. But so y'all are on the right path to meet each other. There's just something from the book that I want to read. It's like a phrase. Pardon me, that's a crystal that just fell. It's something from this book that I want to read. It's a phrase that I cannot remember right now about this person. Qualities that you'll need now more than ever are flexibility, dexterity, and a willingness to experience it all without dictating from where or in what form of opportunities will come. Your destiny is arriving. Be ready. Okay. And I'm seeing Scorpio, so maybe they have Scorpio placements as well. But yeah, this person just needs to be more flexible. They've learned to control their lives in a way that gives them stability, but you're just a wild card is what I'm hearing, all right? So if you need more information, hopefully this is helpful. www.PharaohsTarot.com. For personal readings, let me know. And we also post on TikTok and Instagram. Instagram, we do oracle readings live. TikTok, we have the zodiac readings as well. Tap in over there. And live on TikTok as well. We're not able to go live on YouTube yet, but hopefully as we build our community, shout out to 200 subscribers. I'm going to be making a post for that. Thank y'all so much. So much appreciated. So much love and light to y'all. Be blessed, and namaste.